Hi, I'm Maria from Mexico. Everyone called me the Crystal Girl because I was so delicate and always at risk of getting hurt. In fact, my whole life was caught inside a bubble. But before continuing, don't forget to like and subscribe to My Story Animated. Once when I was little, I hurt my two little arms and cried so much. When Mom saw me cry and suffer as a newborn baby, she went crazy and grew crazier since then. Maria, don't get on there. No, Maria, you know you can't play on the swings. You can't ride a bike. No, no, no! When I was 7, Mom made a protective shield around me, so I literally grew up in a bubble. Life was not easy living like that. I never had friends. I never went to birthday parties, movies, the sea, or shopping. My whole world was those 4 walls inside my house. I was even educated at home. Mom played at being my classmate. Is there anything more creepy than that? Maria, do you want us to go to recess together? Mom, you're not a girl. You're my mother. I want to go to school. Please, I beg you. Oh, Maria, how funny you are. Let's play in the yard. The one that arrives last loses. I hate my life. The years went by. Mom decided to change the bubble models, and I got them air-conditioned. My life was boring, very boring, and Mom was becoming crazier and crazier. One day when I was 9, Mom left the front door open. I tried to get through it, but my bubble got caught in the middle of the door frame and I was trapped there for 3 hours. All my neighbors saw me and made fun of me, but something that I had never seen in real life approached. A little puppy. I managed to get my hand out of the bubble and touched it. The puppy drooled at me, and it was the grossest and most exciting thing so far. Of course, Mom punished me. No TV for a whole week! But when I was 12, something unbelievable just happened. Maria, come here. I want to introduce you. Meet Mario, your new friend. We said hello, and Mom gave us a list of things that are forbidden and another list of things that are allowed. But Mom only let us play chess and put together puzzles and watch documentaries of wild animals? Take it or leave. It's okay, Mrs. Lopez. We will be fine. And I was looking at him like an alien. The only person I had ever seen up close was Mom, and she wasn't very pretty. Mario had dark skin and green eyes, and when he spoke, he moved his hands exaggeratedly. He almost spoke with his hands. Mario hadn't seen many people either. Maybe yes, but definitely not one like me. Mario became my best friend. With my mom looking at us all the time, we invented a secret language through chess. Maria, I have to talk with you. Tell me, Mario, I'm in love with you. And I'm in love with you. Are we a couple? We are. Mario and I became inseparable. We communicate telepathically. One day, Mom had a very bad cold. She sneezed, coughed constantly, but thanks to the cough syrup, she fell asleep. Yep, it was my time to get closer to Mario. Psst, Mario, come here. Are you sure? Yes. And this is how I got my first kiss. What do you two think you're doing? Mario Pinto Fresias, get out of here right now. Do you want to spread a plague to my daughter? No, Mom, please. Mrs. Lopez, please, don't hurt me. And so I was locked behind Mom's bars again. And I never saw Mario again. My heart was broken, but Mom didn't care. I became a very quiet teenager. I read the books that Mom bought me. With not many options, I made up a parallel world within mine. When I looked at an illustration in a book, I managed to get inside it with my mind. I was in the jungle. I stroked elephants. I fought with lions. Another day, I flew to the moon. I was an astronaut and I nailed a flag on Mars. One not-so-fun day, I got into a scary story, and I quickly fled from there. Another 2 years passed, and no one came to rescue me. When I turned 16, I managed to convince my mother that I wasn't going to break into 1,000 pieces. My method was not very conventional. Maria Lopez, get down from the top of that table right now. You will get your hand broken. You already know that you are very delicate. I'm not getting off, Mom. I am not made of glass. Enough, Maria. You are punished. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm 16 years old. You can't have me in a bubble anymore. Well, no bubble, but you will take these pills. What pills are those? No questions. You take them. It sounded better than the suffocating bubble, so I agreed to take those remedies. But strangely, I started to feel weak, practically unable to get out of bed. Those days passed me like a nightmare. I was totally scared. I didn't know what would happen to me, and my mom was getting crazier every day. I turned 17 and decided not to take my pills anymore. When Mom brought them, I was lucid enough to start pushing them aside in my mouth. When Mom left, I spit them out and hid them in a jar. I was better without the pills, but I didn't want to hold on anymore. One night, I decided to flee. At the train station, I made a list of all the dreams that I had been waiting to fulfill and that I had only imagined. To travel, parachute, go to a water park, learn to swim, and swim in open water, run a karting race, try an exotic food, make friends, take revenge on Mom, fall in love, write a book. All these dreams looked impossible, as I had nothing but myself and my bag. To travel, I needed money. I started singing on a corner, and with the money I raised, I was able to get away from there. I danced in the rain, I made friends, I could feel what it feels like to be alive. At last, the jail was over. One day I climbed a cliff, and when I was there, so high up, feeling that I could breathe freely, I thought of Mom and all that she made me miss by not leaving her house. I told myself I was never gonna let anyone lock me up again. And of course, I fell in love. Jose, the guitarist, had olive skin and the most beautiful honey-colored eyes. We spent a month together, and he was a great traveling companion. I didn't want to tie myself to anything or anyone, but Jose couldn't understand, and he left. I had my list of dreams to fulfill, and that was all I had in mind. I traveled and traveled, did things that thrilled me. When I ran a go-kart race, sadly, I had an accident, and I broke down. That's not because I am made of glass. It just happens when one lives. It strikes. But while I was unconscious, they called my mother. When I opened my eyes for the first time after the accident, I saw her huge, on top of me. I felt totally collapsed. It was like the freedom and happiness I had never existed. Easy, Maria, my little one. Here I am to take care of you. Look how you ended up. No, Mom. I don't want you to take care of me anymore. You make me sick. Sorry, Maria. Here's the rule. I have your custody because you can't take care of yourself. You won't get away with it. I think the medication is confusing you a bit. Mom is going to take care of you. Stay calm. And just like that, this doctor was whom I could talk to telepathically because, coincidentally, it was Mario. Mario, thank God it's you. You have to save me. Of course, Maria. I'm never leaving you again. Ma'am, are you responsible for this young lady? Yes, I am the only one responsible. She is very sick and she cannot take care of herself. Mario, tell this to Mom. Exactly everything I tell you. Very well. What a good mother. So devoted. As you know, your daughter has a very serious fracture. We're going to operate on her. No, I will not be separated from my daughter again. I'm going into the surgery room with her. Please, have a glass of water. We put Mom to sleep with a powerful sedative. We left her at the hospital. Mario left a very clear indication. This patient must start psychological therapy. And because of that, I took revenge on my mother. And at the same time, I fell in love. And so, I checked my wish numbers 8 and 9 off the list. Mario asked me to marry him, but I said no. I didn't want to get married yet. We have all the time in the world. And so, we wrote a new wish list, but this time together. Wondering what happened to my last wish? Write a book? Right now, I am writing the last sentence of my book. And this is my story, how the crystal girl turned to steel.
Hi, I'm Kelly. Since Dad left soon after I was born, it's just always been me and my mom. And I realized quite early on that she wasn't quite normal. On my 3rd birthday, Mom suddenly started running around like crazy and pulling the curtains shut. Then she blew out the candles on my cake and pulled me under the table. They're coming, Kelly.
Who's coming, Mommy?
Aliens, of course. We giggled quietly as we ate cake in our hiding spot. I thought she was pretty cool to make up funny games for me. Once when I was 5, we were at the park when suddenly she pointed excitedly at a man on a bench. Oh my God! See that guy, Kelly? He's your dad! Go hug him! I was so happy that I ran and threw myself at him. But he freaked out when I called him Daddy and quickly left. Just then, Mom came running after me, screaming,
How many times have I told you not to talk to strangers? And you're hugging one? Are you stupid?
But, Mom, you just told me to.
She dragged me home, and I was so confused. What kind of a game was this? Well, things just got worse. Mom was getting crazier. When I was 14, I had a high fever once, and she took me to the hospital. The doctor was about to give me an injection when suddenly, Mom went bonkers.
Oh my god, are you trying to drug my daughter? I'm calling the cops right now, you kidnapper!
And then she attacked him. He had to call for help, and it took 3 people to calm her down. The doctor told me Mom might have a condition called schizophrenia, and I'd have to keep an eye on her as much as possible. I knew I couldn't look after her while I was at school. Since Mom had a teaching degree, I asked her to apply as a teacher at my school, and thankfully she was hired. But to be honest, I didn't want anyone to find out we were related. The next day at school, I was running off for a big baseball match when I bumped into Mom.
You're gonna be great, honey.
I love you. Thanks, Mom. And I ran off before anyone saw us. But 5 minutes later on the field, I heard someone on the megaphone, and I turned around in horror.
I said I love you, and you said thanks? That's all I get? I was in labor for 20 hours with you, you ungrateful jerk! Who's that crazy lady talking to?
No idea. Come on, let's start the game.
I need to hear those words, Kelly!
Everyone stared at me, and I wanted to disappear. Fine! I love you too, Mom! As everyone laughed, I felt really flustered, and I played my worst game ever. Later at home, I was so mad at Mom. How could you embarrass me like that in front of the whole school? And now everyone hates me for losing the game. Kelly, I don't know what you're saying. What did I even do?
Are you embarrassed of me? Do you want me to quit?
Fine, I'll quit! And she burst into tears. I sighed. No, Mom, I don't want you to quit. I'm sorry, okay? Sometimes I felt like my mom's mom, and it was exhausting. The next day, as I was having lunch alone, the meanest girl in class, Linda, came over. Wow, your mom's quite the freak show. My uncle runs a circus. Want me to ask him if he's got a spot for her? Shut up, Linda. Don't test me. Jeez, can't you take a joke? Looks like crazy runs in the family. I pushed aside my tray and attacked her. But suddenly, someone literally picked me up and took me outside. It was a boy from my class, Jake. You should have let me break her teeth.
Kelly, she's the principal's niece. She'd just get you and your mom in trouble.
I just need a break from everything.
Well, how about we get out of here and do something fun?
I looked at his kind eyes and my heart raced a little. How had I not noticed he was so cute before? After that, we were hanging out together all the time, and soon enough, we started dating. One day, Jake and I were making out in the science lab when suddenly, Mom walked in on us. I was so sure she'd kill me, but instead, she smiled broadly. Oh, my baby girl has found such a cutie. I'm so happy for you. But anyone can walk in here, guys. The janitor's closet is a much better place.
Wow, your mom's so cool. Let's go to the closet then.
We'd only been there 5 minutes when Mom barged in with the principal.
See, I told you they were up to something. Didn't your parents teach you any morals?
Mom, what are you doing? Thanks to her, Jake and I were scolded by the principal in front of everyone and given a week-long suspension. But Jake had a party planned at his place the next night, and nothing was stopping me from going there. I sneaked out, and my jaw dropped at the size of his mansion. It also looked like he'd invited the whole school. But as I walked through the crowd looking for him, I saw something even more shocking. Jake was dancing with Linda, and they were looking deep into each other's eyes. What's going on here, Jake? He suddenly pushed Linda away.
Kelly, you're here, babe. I didn't know if you'd be able to come.
So what? You thought you'd just have some fun behind my back? What a jerk move.
Keep it down, Kelly. You're embarrassing me. And we were just dancing. Why are you acting crazy like your mom?
I can't believe you said that. We're done, Jake.
Kelly, I didn't mean...
But I didn't let him finish his sentence. As I walked out the gate, suddenly my shoe's heel broke. As I flung it aside angrily, I heard someone behind me.
Whoa, are you okay? Can I help you?
I turned to see a boy who was my senior at school.
I'm Ron, Jake's older brother. I've seen you two around. You're his girlfriend, right?
Not anymore! Ron listened quietly as I told him everything and offered to drop me home. On the way, we stopped for ice cream and sat on the car's bonnet, talking and laughing. He was really easy to be around. When he walked me to my door, he suddenly took my hand.
I had a good time, Kelly. And this may seem fast, but I've been really wanting to do this all evening.
And he suddenly pulled me close and kissed me. It felt amazing, and I kissed him back. Later that night, I suddenly sat up in bed when I heard someone tap on my window, and I was shocked to see Jake outside. What are you doing here? Go away!
I'm not leaving till you listen to me.
I was afraid he might wake Mom, so I let him in.
Listen, I'm really sorry. You're my girlfriend, and if Linda bothers you, I promise I won't go near her again. And I really shouldn't have said that about your mom. Please, give me another chance.
He looked so sincere, and I just couldn't refuse. As we hugged and kissed, all I could think was, oh my God, I just kissed my boyfriend's brother an hour ago. The next day when I went to school, I saw Ron walking towards me, and my heart skipped a beat.
Hey, Kelly, I was just thinking about...
Just then, Jake turned up and slipped an arm around my waist.
Oh, hey, bro. I see you finally met my girlfriend. I can't wait for you two to be buddies.
Ron looked taken aback, but he quickly managed to smile and walk away. But one other person looked really unhappy to see me and Jake together. Linda. After that, Jake and I would hang out at his place often, and Ron always seemed to be around, which was driving me crazy. This one time, we were all playing video games, and Ron was sitting so close to me, and he smelled so good. I could barely focus. Another afternoon, Jake and I went to their pool, and Ron had just stepped out of the water. I was so distracted when I saw him shirtless that I slipped. But Ron leapt forward and caught me just before I hit the ground, and I could swear there was electricity between us. If he felt the same, he didn't let it show. A week later, Jake and I had tickets to watch a big baseball game, but he felt really sick. I said I'd miss it too, but he insisted I go with Ron instead. And secretly, I didn't mind that at all. We were having a great time at the game. During the interval, we suddenly noticed people looking our way, and we realized that the kiss cam was on us. Guys, we're not together. But as the crowd chanted louder for us to kiss, Ron turned to me and smiled.
This is for the crowd, right? I don't know about you, but it wouldn't mean anything to me.
Yeah, me neither, duh. I'm not into you, like at all. Let's do this. I pulled him towards me and kissed him. The crowd's noise was drowned out for me because I was totally lost in this magical moment. All night, I kept feeling guilty about these feelings for Ron, but it was about to get a lot worse. As I walked to my locker the next day, I saw posters of me and Ron kissing stuck all over the walls with cheater written over my face. I saw Ron across the hall, and just then, Jake walked in. Oh, Jake, I'm so sorry you had to find out this way. It's not like it's even a secret. They were kissing publicly. Seriously, your girlfriend has no shame. Jake turned to Linda.
Why would you do this? I know it happened at the game. Ron told me. It's just a baseball game thing. Take down these posters.
I thought a major disaster had been avoided, but suddenly, Mom turned up.
Well, that's not the only time she's kissed that boy.
Mom, you're confused.
No, I'm not. This boy dropped you home one night and you two kissed. Wait, I have it in my notebook. Ah, yes. 21st August. The night of my party? You kissed my brother? And then you kissed me? And said we were all good again?
Jake, let me explain. But before I knew it, he charged straight at Ron, and the two were wrestling on the floor. As two teachers rushed forward and pulled them apart, Jake shouted at Ron,
"You backstabber! I'm never, ever gonna forgive you!"
As the two were taken off to detention, I ran out of there crying. I felt terrible. I had broken Jake's heart, and worse, I ruined the brothers' relationship. I didn't go to school for a few days, and Mom kept asking me what had happened, but I couldn't even be mad at her. It was my fault, and I had to fix it. The next day, I went to see Jake. He looked surprised to see me, but not angry. Jake, I'm here to say that I'm really sorry. I know I've hurt you, but I never meant to, and neither did Ron. It was a stupid thing we did, but please, don't let it come between you guys. And then, Jake said he'd had time to think about everything, and he didn't even love me. He only felt competitive with his brother at first, but now he just wanted to end things himself.
I know you're pretty, but you are crazy, just like your mom. And I am kinda into Linda.
I gave him a hard slap on the face and left. The next day, I skipped off to school happily, looking for Ron everywhere. I finally found him, and I ran straight towards him and kissed him. Suddenly, we heard Mom speaking into the megaphone.
You didn't even invite me to your wedding? You ungrateful jerk!
Well, Ron and I are dating now, and it's the happiest I've ever been. We also took Mom to the doctor together and got her onto meds.